Hey YouTube. Hey Facebook. Hey, how you doing? It's your girl Shay. Now, tonight I want to come and talk about balance. I am sitting here cleaning up my space. We had some good yum, some good Chinese food, whatnot. And I just want to talk about balance. Can we talk about balance tonight? When it comes to balance, balance looks different for everyone. Balance may look like, hey, I'm just chilling all day. Balance for somebody else may look like, hey, I can balance home and work, or I can do this and that. Balance means different things. Balance requires an equilibrium. It's an equal amount of time to certain things. Now, when it comes down to balance, it's so important. It's so important to even speak on it, even know what it is. Balance is pretty much making sure you giving each thing an equal amount of time so that you can be peaceful, no stress. This is my definition of balance. But I know balance it's coming to a common place with something where something is not out of whack. I can honestly say being a student of life, being a student period, being a homeschooler for now, and even being a virtual schooler and everything that comes with it, I have to come to the grips that at times things don't turn out the way I want them to. And I've had to learn how to let go of control. Yeah, me. The thing about balance is if you are a control freak, like I can be, it kind of puts you in the headspace of always wanting to macro manage everything. And that's unrealistic, people. Excuse my shirt. That's unrealistic. And I'll tell you why. Because when you are a control freak, you want everything to be a certain way. And things have to fit in its own little thing. A lot of times it's not going to happen like that. A lot of times it's not going to be the way that you think it should be. And for me, I've learned that at times my hair won't be perfect like tonight. I've learned that my schedule won't be perfect. I'm learning that my children, they are not going to always do what I tell them to do. And so I have to balance being a content creator, being a daughter, just being a person overall. It's hard, y'all. It's hard. So that's why I'm here to have this conversation. Balance will require a couple of things to happen in order for it to happen. And let me get a definite definition about it of it. Give me a moment. Just give me a moment, y'all. Because I should have done this before, but I did not. Things not being where they should be. Hope you still can see me. If you can't, give me a moment. Okay. Okay. All right. So I just looked up balance. Make sure I am giving you the right direction or the right definition about it. Now, balance is an equal weight or equal distribution of weight. We all have weight in our lives. In my life right now, I have to balance out work, family, a social life. I have to balance out so many things. And in the midst of the different weights, I've had to learn how to simply be and go with the flow. That's the first thing about balance that I would advise anyone that's seeking out balance. Just really going with the flow. A lot of times, if you're a perfectionist like I am, little small details will bother me. Little things that others may not even think will bother me, like that piece of paper that's in the corner or that thing that needs to be swept up. It bothers me like tremendously. So for me, it takes a lot for me to sit still and do one thing at a time because I can be a multitasker. So the thing is, it even out of all the weight that's in my space, it's not a whole bunch of weight, but it's enough weight that sometimes I have to put more time into this particular thing. Sometimes I have to spend excessive time with my children. Sometimes I need to spend a little extra time with myself. Sometimes I need to spend a little extra time with my friends and family. It really depends on what level of balance or what weight and how you would define weight in your life. It's almost like organized chaos. On a Just a decent day, my mornings really what my mornings look like is waking up early, meditating and praying, of course. And once I do that, I actually wash my face, get myself together. I've recently started back exercising, which I feel really good at. I feel really good just getting up, exercising again on like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, whatever whichever day it falls on. So I'm supposed to be getting up real early in the morning to walk. Now, walking is a simple act, but it still is something I have to balance because even with eating, even with taking care of my children, even with spending time with the people that I love the most, it requires a lot to actually have balance. And balance can seem like a juggling act. Like, if you can imagine being at the circus, the person is jiggling. I mean, like just balancing the different color balls and things like that in the air and catching them. And it's like the way life is. Sometimes we're just winging it. We're just winging it just for what it is. And even when I'm making these videos or when I'm doing the podcast or even when I do a blog, it's like a big chunk of me just sometimes needs to rest. And I don't know if you follow the story of Jesus or any, I'm going to say, spiritual being. They usually need a time for themselves. So I believe that on today, we need to have that mental check in with ourselves. So this is what this live is for me. This live is that mental check in for me. And sometimes I have to check in with myself and see if I'm okay. See if everything is where it needs to be. I need to write down the weights in life and see how to find a solution for it. Because that's how it is. When you are living a life where you want to live to the best of your abilities, you don't want anything to limit you, and you want to live a life of greatness, sometimes you have to sacrifice some things or people, even relationships. And the thing is, I would usually wholeheartedly just do this on a podcast, but I'm thinking about whenever I'm having these epiphanies, I'm thinking about getting on here to actually start speaking on them. And that's something God was speaking to me about tonight. There was balance. So many of us, we think we're balanced. We're not. It's like we're coping with life. We're coping with those things that really don't make sense. So the thing about balance is, and that's tricky, is we don't know what areas. So one thing that actually works for me, first, like I mentioned about going with the flow. In order to go with the flow, we have to write things down. Okay? This is the real shades heart to heart, because on a daily basis, I have to decide, like, is this thing worth my time or worth my energy? Let me write this thing down, because I'm very analytical. I like to think. I like to write. I like to read. I like to relax. I'm very homely. I think that's the heart of a Taurus, which I'm a Taurus. But I like to write things down. When you write things down, you write down the things that's weighing you down. Because one of the Maya laws, I don't know if that's another terminology or another way to say it, is keep your heart light as a feather. And even it's a Bible scripture that mentions out of the heart flows the issues of life. And when you're going through different things and when things are going on, a lot of times our heart is so weighty from life and the things that's going on with life that we don't recognize how heavy it is until we sit down. Have you ever had a long day and you sit down like, oh, I don't feel like getting back up? That's our heart. And every day is pumping somehow. Every day our heart is still functioning in a way, it is still functioning and keeping us a beat. But we have to keep our heart healthy. We have to keep our mind healthy. We have to keep our emotions healthy. We need to keep those parts of ourselves healthy, only because it's going to help us distribute an even weight. And I like that, because when I actually took a little break, I don't know if you can see it. I don't know what it looked like. I had got screen for a bit, but balance is distributing even weight. We all going to have weight. We all going to have things in our lives that we have to balance, or that we need to make even. And some of my lives may look like mazes. Some may look like a garden of flowers. Our lives may be different. I know my personal life, I have to balance being a mom and being a woman. And that's hard. Being a mom, first off, it takes a lot of sacrifice. It takes a lot of care. It takes a lot of nurturing someone. It takes listening. It takes being there. And that it can be a struggle some days. But I don't regret it. I don't regret any of it. I embrace it fully. And you know something? I love it. I've always prayed. I've always wanted to be a mother. I love being a mother. And I know that it may tire me out some days, but I love it. I wouldn't mind having more children. I wouldn't mind having an extended family or blended family, because I would like more children. Because children brings me joy. Not all the time, but being a mother, it really brings out the best of me in some type of way. At least that's one of the roles that I embrace. Not as being Shay or being human. That's being myself. I love my long time. I'm gonna tell you something I love. And this is my little secret thing. I love crossword puzzles. I love crossword. I've loved doing these since I was a child. I can find myself lost in learning new words. And I actually just completed a couple of these, yesterday or day before last while I was at work. I found myself getting lost in ideas and words. I find myself just so intrigued with life. And this new me that I'm actually coming to is so amazing. So it's like finding a balance between being a mother and eventually being a wife, finding that balance of being a wife again, being a daughter, being a friend, even finding that balance to make enough time to even make these videos or even come on here to express this to you. It takes a lot of energy, even when you may not have it. But I can say one of the things that actually makes me smile is getting on getting on my phone or getting on this internet or getting on this video or do lives. It really brings me joy to bring joy to other people. And I don't care how bad my day is, I don't care what's going on in my space or in my life or at that period of time or this season. When I actually can say, be encouraged, it's like I'm saying that to myself. It brings life back to myself in a way or ways that I can't express. But I can honestly say I'm so grateful just to have this journey. I'm so grateful just to be in this space. So on today, it doesn't matter what you're doing, where you are. If you're at work or you're home, you're out and about, or you just living life, or just by yourself. Maybe watching a movie, maybe watching Netflix, maybe on YouTube watching this, maybe on Facebook scrolling. I want to encourage you to write down the weights that's in your life. Second, evaluate them. And you can, and this is something that works for me. You can put one through four. I'm writing this down as a mental note for myself. You can put one as a priority. Those are priority weights. Two, you can actually add me, like far as priorities, like a weights that's like just unique to you. And three, things to release. And try this tonight. And I'm hoping that this helps someone. So write out a list of things that's bothering you that may be a weight to you. And write out those three things. I don't know if you can see it. See? One. And then the market. Put a number beside that weight. Because see, some weights are necessary in our lives. Some weights, they help us become better versions of ourselves. I know a priority weight for me is getting these schedules together, making sure they're merging right, making sure I'm getting rest, making sure I'm taking the time to spend with my daughters because they're a priority. And anyone that's new in my life, your priority as well. Friends and family, your priority for me because I want to make sure that I am nurturing those existing and new relationships to make sure they are cared for. So let's say you've done that and now you know what is, what's not. Get some rest. Rest, just please rest. Rest. Because the thing is, when you rest, you're actually able to have the energy for the next day. Every day is going to come with its problems. Every day is going to come with its things you have to do. Every day is going to come with new weights. But the thing is, with weight comes so many other new things. So many other new things. Now, the last and final thing. You've written down what you need to write down. You've you've listed them in like far as one, two, three. You've released them. I mean, you've rested for the next day. And then once you rest, just do it. And you just take care of those priorities. Just like right now, before I go to bed, I'm about to clean up, rest for tomorrow for work, drop my daughters off for summer camp, shampoo my hair because it's looking As you can see, it's beautiful, but it's a little dry. So I need to make sure it's healthy. And I'm just going to take this time out to get myself together the way I need to. Because me being able to do what I need to do and rest for the things I need to do is so important. And rest should be on your list, not as a weight, but this period is about a priority. Rest, breathe, meditate, pray, journal, dance, exercise. Just do those things that makes you happy. Because whenever my life is out of balance, I find it so enjoyable. Just listen to some reggae music and dancing and just really getting into my own vibe and groove to do what I know I need to do. And for me, that is so peaceful. Doing the things I love doing. Because at the end of the day, it's only you and God. It's only you and God. It's not the list of things to do. And even I'm gonna challenge this much because I saw some on Facebook. Instead of having a list of things to do, have a list of wants, like what you want to do, not what you have to do. Because when you have that list of things you want to do, you can be happy about it. You can be joyous about it. You can actually have a giddiness about those things that you're doing. Have you ever heard, I got to go to work? It's like it's no love in it. But when you have I have a career, it's difference. It's wordplay. So on tonight, on today, whatever time you will be viewing this, I want to come to you in my mummy stage because this is my mummy year. And I want to let you know that it's possible to have a balanced life. But in the midst of all the chaos, all your dreams, all your goals, everything will be taken care of. Take time to rest. Take little small sabbaticals. Cat naps will be your best friend. Okay? Anyways, it's getting late, for me at least. I need to get myself together. I love y'all. Mm. But I'm really thinking about those times where I'm just my quiet moments. I'm thinking about getting on here and just venting and talking to y'all. Whether or not it's a lot of people on here or little, I know someone's going to see it. So I'm thinking about doing that and just letting you know that this is me every day. And so, even when I'm not like this for that very moment, you would know that I'm not going to come on here all just glammed up, lipstick, this everything where it is. Hey, my shirt may be out of place, hair may be wild, but it's me, authentically me. And that's what I'm going to challenge you to be today. Be authentically yourself. Because when you yourself, you allow yourself and you give yourself that allowance. I repeat the word. You give yourself that allowance to be you. And just balance the weight. We have good weight and bad weight. And just to close, I'm gonna say this. And I'm so embarrassed, but it's true. I've gained 24 pounds. Today at my doctor's visit, I used to be 140 something. I'm 160 something. I'm like, are you kidding me? And so as of today, I am going to cut down on the snacking at night, get my rest, get my mind right, journal, do those things I know I need to do, stop stressing, stop being anxious about things, and really just trust God with it. Just give it to God and just do my part in it. So that's something that was really heavy on me today. That was a weight for me. That was a realization for me. I'm like, wow. So I gained 24 pounds because I'm eating too much salt. I'm eating candy. I'm just starting back drinking Kool-Aid. I'm just enjoying my best life over here and getting big. I'm like, I don't like that. let me get back to my 130 something. So I'm like, so I'm on this journey where I am going to embrace more raw vegan food, and I'm going to allow myself to actually enjoy working out again. Tomorrow morning, I'm supposed to be getting up at 6. I'm walking and getting back to my jump roping and maybe get back in the gym. Not that I'm big, but still, I think I'm shapely. But still, I still want to keep I want to keep that balance. Work life in a hot bod, okay? But just know, some weight is good weight. But this weight is good weight. I like how I like where it distributes. Okay, it's even. But I just know that I could be smaller and even more. I can be a little bit better than this. So if I want to do better, I have to do better. I have to be an example. So all weight is not bad weight. This is good weight. This is happy weight. Okay. When you're happy, you're eating and you're loving life, you're not really concerned about the calories. You just eat. But I know for me, I, it's good weight. And it's new relationship weight. So it's a certain things you just eat out all the time. But I just know that everyone will have weight, but just try to find a balance, a bridge, just to bridge those things that you want to happen, those things that's going to happen. So I'm so sorry, Mike, you caught the end of it. I was ranting about. I was ranting about. I have a couple minutes if you want to talk, but I was pretty much done. But just know I was talking about balance. Balance. Balance, my friend. How you doing, Mike? Mike. Speak on the mic. This way. I don't know if you can tell. I'm a little sleepy. Ah. But anyways, just check it. Just check out the video from the beginning. Oh, it's good to hear from you. I've had one of those days where it's been hot. It's been beautiful. Ate a little something, relaxed. And now I have to finish cleaning up and return some phone calls and all that good stuff. So it's like I just got done cleaning my room. And you know what it's like. I just got through changing sheets and spraying down things. I still have to wash dishes. So it's like my night isn't over. I just have to take time to clean up and get myself together to where I look energized. And it's okay. But anyways, that's my spiel. And I'm thinking about just really taking time to make more YouTube videos. I was on Facebook Live a lot. But now I believe that the YouTube will actually benefit better. Because someone just go back and watch it, right? You can see me in every area. You can see my hair up, down. And I was just speaking about I realized today I gained 24 pounds. And I was like, wow. So anyways, just watch it from the beginning. And I was speaking about my happy weight. And when you're happily single and now in new relationship happy, you just eat and have fun. So yeah. But anyways, I love y'all. And I will most definitely be doing more of these videos. Well, I'm just ranting. There's no direction. You have to follow it. Oh, thank you. It's still fairly new. So I'm really getting back into the groove of it. And once you're single for a while, and then you're not single, because I'm happily single or happily in a relationship. Either way, it's almost like riding a bike. You getting back on there. So thank you. So, anyways, I am going to finish cleaning up and get myself together. Anyways, I love you. I love you so much. Thank you for your support. And subscribe. subscribe, because I will be coming on here. I know I said I'll make videos. No, I really am. Whether it's on phone or laptop, whether I have my hair up or down, whether I have a hair button on or whatever. And if you can see me in my eyes, I know I look a little tired because she's right here. I need to get some sleep. But anyways, I have to get up early in the morning for this beautiful walk. And I just got back to my walking journey. That's tough. I haven't worked out within a month or two. So now my body have to get back up to getting back up early again. Waking them up, making sure they're okay. I'm hungry. Well, just drink some water and come on to go walk on this 30-minute walk with me. So it's like being a mommy on the go and everything. It's a balance. It's a balancing act. Life is a balancing act. But we have to find a bridge. Okay? So hopefully these words may be a bridge. And my ranting may help somebody whatever time you're watching this. Okay. But let's be looking out for more videos because I have a lot of these conversations that I have on the podcast. And I'm thinking about just speaking on more depth things that I speak on the podcast and maybe make this an extension. So, anyways, I'm ranting and talking. So I am going to go. Thank you, Mike. Wicka. Mike. Check. Anyways, Shay out. And till next time. I love y'all. Love and light.